Alright, yes. As he unmutes it and figures it out. Alright, let's go. I'll try working on this on something else quick. Finish it. I don't know that I like it. I don't know that I like it. It's going to play hell on the camera, isn't it? Let's find out. See if the camera, or what it does to the camera. All right, let's go. I don't know that I like this mat, but we're going to find out. I don't know. Not digging it. Really, really not digging it. But it had to be done. I have to work on wrapping this up for somebody. The least favorite thing that I've ever worked on. These blasted things. Give me tiny tweezers. Alright, going under the skip to peel a sticker. Just because Alright, this is not the Switch, this is an iPad for anybody that may have been around yesterday. I moved my whole mat, I had to grab a thing, something to pry with. There we go. Finishing up this iPad. One of my least favorite things to work on, I think. We need something with more gusto than that. It's a back latch. I'm glad I remembered that. Alright. Get that home button the hell out of there. Let's go back to here. Still stuck, still stuck. Matter of fact, you can go away. Not to worry, not to worry. We will make it to the switch. A little bit of time. Oh, nightmare and horror involved in these things. Alright, let's get our screen out of the way for now so we don't do any damage to that main iPad out of the way. Leave our laminate. Gonna start prepping this screen. We got to put a home button in. And yeah, it's not going to be very much fun. I hate all things iPad. Not my favorite, but it's something I have to finish up. Alright, let's take a look. I'm just going to take a quick look and see if there's any glass on this thing that I need to. Does not appear to be any glass on it. We may have to use the one that came on the screen. If that's the case, that's not going to be fun, but we'll get it off of there either way. Well, it's just dumb. They don't have adhesive on that one, but they do on this. Back under the scope we go. I'm going to try and pull this off of here. Alright, and now on to moving this home button over. The nightmare that it can be. Alright, let's try and lift this home button off here so we can reuse the little thing. And put the other one back, the actual customer's home button back in. Far away. We don't want you. These are one of my least favorite things ever to work on. Wouldn't know why. They're utterly horrible. Alright, yep, same shape, same every stuff. Let's put the button in and then worry about the next part. I don't know. See if we can't use the one that actually came off their home button versus this one that came on the crappy screen. I'm going to check it. If so, we'll flip it back over to the one that came off of the replacement. I have this one intact. Why not? God, do I hate these devices. Oh. So we're going to eyeball this little rubber gasket thing where it goes. To the best of our ability, put it in place. I don't know, this stuff is just, it's like way too finicky for my taste anymore. I used to like the challenge of some of this, but lately, no, that's a negative. Hey Travis, how are you? Just looked up and saw chat. I'm a horrible person for chat, so I will try to keep up. And I did it again. It's upside down. Don't do that. How's it going this evening? Alright. Click, click. I don't know that I want to trust that one now. There's one main reason. Let's lift this back off of here. If possible, without breaking anything. I didn't see the dinger on it, the middle ringer thing. And as suspected, yeah, no, we're definitely not using that crap. We'll put the one that has the little dinger that lines up with the little button in the center of the home button there. Is that what they're called on his? Home button? I think so. Much better. It still clicks. The other one, yeah, that was worrisome. I don't think that was going to work. That much better action on that. Okay. Let the madness ensue. Utterly horrible devices. Me, I'm doing good, to answer that question. Just working on my least favorite thing ever. Did they actually cut that back? Oh! They did, but not enough. Why? What is the... What is the point of that? What is the... Why would you only cut one layer back? That's just simple, Apple. Or whoever designed this. Yeah, you're missing the main point here, which is we need to clip more out of the way for those ribbons. Let's pick up the adhesive backer game. Probably one of my favorite games. Let's pick the adhesive backer off of this thing. There's no actual pull tabs for it, which is kind of uncommon. They're taking those off now. What's next? Thank you. Not real happy with that placement, but we're going to go with it. Alright, we have everything ready. Let's peel these edges. I have 1, 2, we'll leave that on. It's going to be under the home button. We'll remove part of it. There, it's out of our way. We just stuck our other one down, but it'll lift. Alright, we have the screen basically ready, so we can just rip that one off of there, stick our home button back down. There's a ribbon for it, stick it back down, and then continue this torturous journey. Actually, we're going to take more of this off and partially stick our home button ribbon down now. Fucking iPads. Alright, what do we got here? Bracket's still there. Man, that screen was fairly... It was a direct hit to the digitizer, and it was really, really spider webbed. We may have to end up wiping that with microfiber. I wanted to try and pick any remaining glass particles up that I didn't spray off with, what's it called? The airline, but there's no good way to wipe these. IPA and a super soft cloth, which probably not that one. That's pretty cheap. Let's start getting ready to assemble. Glue gone. Adhesive gone. Fucking iPads. That's gonna go last. I'm gonna grab a support. Despise these devices. What's going on in chat world? Anything, people? You're right, we're lifting that off there. As much as I don't want to, it has to come off. More hot. So I'm just removing this metal shield from the LCD ribbon. It's stuck on there. We could try and crunch it down into place with it stuck to it, but I would rather just, if we can lift it, take a minute and lift it off of there, let's do that. So the whole thing, what? Thank you. Fucking adhesive that they use on those is mental. clean this up. I don't want anything on the back of it to press into the battery, so we're going to take some IPA. This is just residue. It must have been on my glove when I touched. We got it on the back of the screen, so yeah, we can't have that. I'm going to soften it up with some IPA and hopefully clean it off. Alright, no big blobs. There is one tiny little speck of it that didn't want to leave with the rest. We just got it. No big blobs of adhesive. That's the adhesive from around the edge. When you just clean and clean and clean with IPA, it turns into a white goop and gets everywhere. And if you touch, it's extremely hard to clean up. Like if you get it on a screen or something. I hate the stuff. I don't know what. There we go. How many times am I going to hit my head off that camera today? There's 2? What can we use? What can we use? I think I threw all that away, did I? I did, but I didn't. It's okay. Got to extract a few screws. Just put them back in to keep the place of them. And we'll go ahead and put this metal plate on. Flip our LCD in, and then, ooh. There we go. Flip in the LCD, drop down the digitizer partially. And attempt to see what's what with it. Pull our paper. Those feel like they're in. Okay, that'll give us a little more lift. Just got to pick this back up now. Power it up. Do a test here. Test here shortly. And if touch works, we are going to peel everything and put it together. Alright, shield's not buckled any incredibly goofy way. No weird bends. Tells me the latches should be latched. Ah, yes. That miserable. Miserable battery. Where did that thing go? Oh, you touched that, okay. I'll have to wipe that off. And then we have our screen. Or our camera. Alright, so we have backlight so far, that's a good thing. We got backlight. It's lighting up. Let's see if we get some touch on this. I don't know what's on it. Haven't turned it on, so we're going to flip it up for a moment. Okay, so we have to enter a passcode. Let me look at this person's paperwork. Wrong paperwork. Wrong paperwork. Is it this one? Let's try it. Let's see. Okay, so what is going on with the color though? That's what I'm... Is that a... Is that like a nightlight thing? Let's look. Display and brightness. Automatic dark, lock unlock, bold text, night shift. So let's... Okay, there we go. There's some normal colors. That sounds like this hue is all wrong, but this was slid all the way over. So there we go. And while we're showing the person's identity, get out of settings. So color works. I put it back to where his color profile is. Let's go ahead. And I'm barely touching this with gloves on, so I'm going to say touch is functional. Yay. Let's turn it off and stick it together. Now's the important part. Can we do it? Can we finish it up without screwing the job up? Boy, I hope so. We still have to put our screws in. This is an iPad 6. Let me look. I know which way I laid them out, but I have to look at the screws around the display. Is this one of the ones where they're all the same? Or is this one where they're different? Like different in length. Let's actually take a look. Alright, what's around? What are we looking at here? They're literally advertising tools? Okay. Perfect. LCD should take me right to the root of the problem. Four Phillips 4.3 millimeter screws. They're all the same length. Doesn't matter what order we put them in, at least on this model. Some models it does matter. They'll give you, one will be a different length than the other three. And that's just horrible stuff. Let's try. Can't really move the camera much more. Let me try. And go to a different side. Yeah, I can't do nothing there either. Oh well, we're stuck working at the top of the screen, partially covered by me. Jump there. There we go. All right, let's put some screws in this LCD and stick this guy together. Try and clean that screen before we peel that backer. Alright, last Phillips going in. That third one didn't want to make up his mind whether it was a Phillips or not. iPads are an annoyance. More than anything, I think. Just an annoyance. So much of an annoyance. The more how do I want to say it, spiderwebbed or shattered your display is, the better. Did I? Oh yeah, we covered it with stuff. Let me show you how I took it out next time. Maybe we'll make a short about it. Gloves clean. I'm gonna try and clean that display just for a little. There was so much just debris, broken glass that was on it, like stuck to it. It was legit spider. It looked like kind of like a windshield that got shot through with a bullet. It was just spider webbed right around and it went out everywhere. But it was just turned in, like crystallized right here in this area, and there's just chunks of glass in there. Lifted it off all at one time though, thankfully. How are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do this? We're gonna test this on another screen quick and see what it does. Different type of screen. Is it? Yes, it is 100% a different type of screen. Not going to help us much. Is that a plastic cover? If that's a plastic cover and we can peel it, that will help us. Let's see if I have a test screen here. Let's see how good this cloth is. What's that? Digitizer. What are you? What are you? Come here, sir. You've won the prize for the day. Okay, digitizer. Digitizer. We have digitizers everywhere. Let's keep throwing them in the same box. Get them the hell off the shelf. What are you? You look like Nightmare Digitize. Okay, let's just go for it. I don't know. I don't think that this is very soft. It doesn't feel soft. Try anything once. Yeah, no, not what we want. Let's find something that'll actually clean it. Let go of my thumb. Ooh, 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 I wonder. Right in front of me. See how dead this thing is from another year, another time. Yeah, that's... That's as wet as it's not. Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare. Sure. Professional. Screen cleaning paper. That's what it says on the package, but you get these cheap packages with everything. We gotta fish that out now. Go back across with the dry. Hey, get out of there. I call horse shit on those. Where did all of my stuff go? Is it in there? It's not in there. Alright, none of that's working. We're leaving a little bit of streaking on the screen, so I'm going to try and find something that will actually clean it, because the cleaning cloths didn't do it, that come with it. That would have been awesome if they did, but sadly that was a no dice, no go situation. IPA works to an extent, but it also leaves streaks, as you can, ow, third time. It also leaves streaks, as you can see, so we're going to get it as clean as possible. We're going to shut it up, be done with this thing so I can get back to that switch. I don't know. Just not happy with it. It's not doing anything, man. I mean, I know you can't. There, now you can see what I'm seeing. You probably could before, but it just not clean. The glass is off. We gotta find a way to clean it. Let me look it up. What we can clean this with. I don't have any new cloths. I only have the cheap ones they sent with it, and that didn't work. And the two-step didn't work. Yeah, alcohol in a cloth. That's what it's saying. Well, I guess we need to touch more of it at once. I don't know. Liberal amount has went on. I do have one more cloth. I just thought of it. Good shit. Don't know if I want to trust it, but we'll try anything once. Who's buzzing? Why is buzzing? Why is it buzzing? Who's buzzing? Man, no, we ain't doing that. I'm crazy, not stupid. See, there's my problem with it, is it can be seen from the outside. That's why it's important to get it clean. But none of these claws are working. IPA is not working. We've got super high percentage as well too, and it's still streaking the shit out of this thing. Let's see, can we make a small problem even worse? If I have to, I'm gonna have to run home. I mean, literally stop and run home and grab different claws and look. Everything I have is thick. The one they sent is a thick one, kind of like this. The ones I normally use are the super thin soft ones. The only thing I have are a bunch of dirty ones, and I don't want to put a dirty, what's called, on the screen of that thing. Like, not a chance. IPA does evaporate, but it's also streaking, so that's what's super worrisome. It's gonna streak and spot, same damn thing. Yeah. What am I doing? What am I doing? Got it. We're just gonna have to blow some lint off. I can blow little tidbits of lint off. That I can definitely do. What I can't do is blow streaks off with air, you know? That's yeah, not a thing, not happening. Got streaks going now, we just gotta let it dry for a second, blow the lint off, and we're good to go. Yes, thankfully that worked. Four. Did anybody guess I'd be smashing my head this many times? Probably not. Alright, I'm gonna mute. This air compressor's super loud. You're gonna carry this out carefully, blow. You know what? I don't think we need the air compressor today. I think we can use electronics compressed gas. Dust and lint remover. Let's see if we can get. Sure enough, we got lint off the screen. Good deal. Oh, I'll take a break for a minute here. I have some new stuff. Got this new mat today. If anybody didn't notice, out of white one, got a bag sealer for sealing up stickers and other whatnot. And then I have some new stuff to try. New product to try. New vinyl. Super excited about that. That's not the repair thing though, so probably not going to do it on the stream or even make a video about it.
You're in here?
Yeah. Oh, there we go. So we had a weirdo walking around the shop. That's what the neighbor was here telling me about it. There's, oh, how do I want to say it? There's two businesses. Two businesses, a garage that isn't being used, and two residences all in this building. So yeah, it was kind of interesting. Blew the lint off. Done taking our break here in a sec, and we'll get back to that. Yeah, some weirdo was walking all around the building. Had no money for food, no money for gas. Wanted to sleep in the parking lot. Just a whole bad story that, and then walking all around the whole building, like just like checking everything out, like basically casing the place in broad daylight. So the owners come up and asked him to leave. And the neighbors tried chasing him out, but the cops wouldn't do anything about it. Imagine that. They wouldn't do a damn thing about it. I just thought that was crazy. All right, break over. Just got a quick, extremely ice cold yogurt. I don't know why. It wasn't as good as like cold yogurt. It was too cold. My fridge likes freezing stuff. Like it's just a little fridge with a freezer unit in it, like a mini fridge, cheap junk, but it always freezes shit. All right, let's go for putting this thing together so I can get onto this switch and see what we can break. Ooh. What do we have to do? We have to peel a couple things. main thing is keeping all the shit off the back of the digitizer. That's the big nuisance. Don't tilt it. Don't tilt it. Now, as with most adhesives, this stuff almost never sticks. So we're going to clamp it and let it sit. We're going to apply some pressure to it, let it sit overnight, and see what happens. The adhesive on these is just, yeah, Looney Tunes. Absurdly not even close to what they use at the factory. And if that stuff fails to do what we need it to, especially one thing that'll stop, that I found will stop your adhesive from working, is what's that shit called? If your iPad case has any, your housing has any warp or bend in it whatsoever, yeah, it's probably not going to stick down. That will keep it 100% from sticking. A problem area on these is right where those ribbons want to go down through. You can often catch them on the edge or not have them crunched up properly, or not have the little edge folded over enough where the ribbon cable's rolled back and it's being pinched in between the glass and the iPad. So we're going to put a little bit of a squeeze on this. Yeah, I put it back in place, I believe. If not, or did I? Yeah. It's in there. I'm starting to doubt it now. Do I need to open this back up? Alright, so we're going to let the clamps hit overnight. Let me get one right around where those ribbons go in. And now it sits. Oh. All right, let's clear the way. Get over there. Get out of the way. I'm going to grab that switch. Screws can stay out here. We'll fetch them when we need them. I'm trying to do some work on the mat here. What a lovely nuisance of a thing. Okay, so there was a short. I couldn't find really anything. Maybe I wasn't reading in the right spots. I checked couple different forums with posts and whatnot as to why there was a short. Where is that short? Let's go find it. As to why there was a short here. Let's we'll get rid of that vignetting slightly. Oh, we'll go for a little bit. We don't have to kill it all or get rid of it all the way. You can literally touch anywhere that. So Uber Micro Repairs, or Lee, was saying that that should not be short, and it is. Somebody was saying to change M92 T36. We can try pulling that to see if that relieves that short. That would be amazing if we just did lift that chip and that short went away. That'd be great. That would tell us something's wrong there and we could put one on. I do have, let me grab the one that I found. Come on, man, what are you doing here? I'm just gonna hide all your shit that is popping up. A bot showed up. So I just swatted out of the chat real quick there. Sorry for anybody that was there. Let me grab this chip. We have our new port. We have the chip. I don't know how well these mats fare for heat. It's supposed to be heat resistant. Let's hope that is the case. So I have a couple of these that have been lifted or opened. I had one that was put on a system yesterday that I found. Then I have this one. If it'll dump out, I can't get it to dump out of its package. There we go. Insignificantly better shape-wise. Has also been put on and pulled just over time, seeing if that would, you know, when trying to learn, and seeing if that would make a difference, and it didn't on. It's actually the switch that I have that I use myself now at home, and it just had a bunch of ripped pads. My personal switch somebody had worked on and just destroyed every one of these pads, like a bunch of them. So we do have one that we can try. I suppose we lift that and see if it relieves that short. That's a weird short. Nothing else is showing up in relation to that. So here we go. Let's see if pulling that does anything. And then, if no, I guess we'll have to proceed from there. We still have to put a port back on, but for right now I'm leaving the port off. That's going to be the main thing. And as I said, I'm 100% not a professional with diagnosing these things and running shorts down. I can do the few basic things, swap chips over. It was a struggle to drop that port off yesterday. That is not the method that I use. I always clean everything up to the best of my ability. Heat it till I see it molten on the pins, wait about 10-15 more seconds, and then lift it off. But I tried a utterly terrifying procedure. Yeah, so let's try, and we're going to go ahead and try and lift that up off of there, then see if that short goes away. That'd be a blessing if that was the case. What are we thinking? Is this going to do it? I hope so. I hope that relieves that short. It's a weird one. I don't know. Let's look up a diagnostic chart real quick, or a chart with the test points, test pads, and see if we can make any heads or tails out of it. How about that, right? You gotta see this. You gotta see this. Can I show you? Oh, you missed it loading. Okay, so here's kind of what we're looking at. Let's zoom in here. So the one that we have would be this one. I gotta see what that's in relation to. So we'll go back a page. That's one. What do we? L. So let's go back and look at L. We want cluster L. IJKL. Lithium-ion battery VDD mirror. Power supply. Okay. And where was that on that? Was that 1 or 2? I think it was 1. It is 1. It is, well. Yeah, but that's not a test. It's not a test. Not a test pad. It is shown in rectangle there, but it's round on the board I have and has a little data line coming off of it. So, what was that thing called again? It is 1. It's in the position 1 that we're looking at. So, lithium-ion battery VDD mirror. There is really no information on this. Oh great, P13 solved his problem, but not mine. So let's go. Alright, we're going to pull, this may be a quick end to a stream, may not. We're going to pull, we're going to take and pull M92 off and see if that relieves that short. If it does, hurrah. And we, wow, my scope is literally, hold on, we gotta drop the whole scope. Just a hair. Because I don't have the thickness of my mat to make up for. Because that mat, that blue mat, has another board on backup, and it raises it off the bench quite a bit. So now we should be able to focus there. All right, we can see some stuff. Let's try. Let's pull that off quick and see what's what. Hopefully we get a short relieved. If not, then I guess we go again. Let's cook our hand with some hot air. Don't rake everything off the board, just pick it up. Alright, we lost the component, but that's okay. We can put it back. We just got to find it. This silicone mat, I'm already not in favor of it, just because it lumps up just like any other silicone mat that gets hot, only it's not as thick. Alright, let's find our cap, see if we can find that. With any luck it would be stuck to our chip, but it's probably not, so we'll look on the board. It did fling off whenever I picked it up, so we've got to be sure that it's not shorting anything else. It's only that one, so no big deal. I have more of those if needed, and we found it. Right here is our culprit. Alright, so we're going to put him back in place very quickly, and we have the one we pulled, and then we have the other one here. So this is the one that we pulled. I'm just going to set it up here for now, and we will put him back in place momentarily. Give it a little brush. We'll clean that up quick as well first before anything. Let this cool down and test. Actually, I don't think my mat is what was lumping up. I think it was the Mod mat that's under it. So perhaps I'm going to cut a board to go under this white mat, and it will, yeah, it should, at that point, hopefully not bubble up. That's what my goal is, to find some silicone mat that does not bubble up. Before I started the stream, I did swap over to the micro pencil, so let's see. I'm going to clean this up a little bit. I don't like blade tips, knife tip irons, but it's what we got. We may need to raise the temp a little on this. Yeah, and that's the reason I don't like it. Alright, quit. I don't care about all the tips. I care about hold down, do buttons. Hold on. 20 press on this thing. Select by pressing. Alright, no time for this crap. And we're going to test that short. Hopefully it's gone. We can just put everything back together, but we shall see. Where's my card? I don't, or yeah, key. I do not want to lose that. Alright, turn on the juice meter. Hopefully this is a case of solved and not, well, you're still facing the same problem. Look at that. Get out of here. So we pulled M92 T36 and the short is gone. Nothing else. Nothing else around M92 showed as bad. There was no signs of it, just nothing. And it just showed as bad, or showed as good. We could test nothing around it being bad. And we had that short where this test pad here, let me get my little pointer back out. This test pad was going to ground. Here, we'll do it on screen. Like, we can see that's ground. You can hear that, right? Here, we'll move the meter. I know that's hard to see, I'm sorry. But that's the best we can do with all the lights on. So, that was short to ground if you checked yesterday's stream, with the terrifying stream where about burnt the whole shop down, pulling this damn board off with my cheapo iron. But it's gone now that we pulled that. What a freaking relief. Thank you, whoever suggested that, Lee, everybody's help. Amazing. Alright, so now I have hopes that we have 2 quick jobs and we can put a switch back together. And may have to come back to do it. I gotta run in town. I really don't want to have people sitting around waiting. Alright, what I really want to do is scrub by that little little cap that we put back in place whenever I raked that chip off the board. Like I went to grab it and lift up, and yeah, sure enough, it was we just had to rake a cap off the board just for good measure. Let's give a scrub. Everything else is on there. That cap's back on there. Yee-hoo. Alright, so let's get this one out of the way. We know that, without a doubt, is the guy that we pulled off. Look at him. That's him. And then, I mean, not confuse these. We're going to throw him off to the side. Just to make sure. This is the guy that we want to go on there. Taking a quick minute cleaning off the tweezers. And let's put him back in place. I'm going to just hold it down, throw a little bit of heat on it, then spread some flux around it. We'll just hold it there and we'll throw some hot air on it for a moment. No real goal other than just get some heat into the board for right now. Heat into the component. Add some flux to help that solder do what it does. And let's try and put M92 back on the board. Where the hell? There they are. There they be. There they be. All right, let's see what damage we can do. Can we see that? Yeah, we can kind of see. I'm trying to focus it a little better. Get that in everybody in the view. Try and focus it, and then hopefully not lean my big fat head on the scope. I'm gonna blow some hot air on that, and hopefully, yeah, not like that. We're not. Get over there. And turn down. Temp up a little. and turn our air down, airflow. Hopefully so it doesn't blow it off to the side. Get my hand out of the way of the mad amount of hot air, and let's try and get this to dance its way into place. That would be amazing. And it just hopped into place, if anybody didn't see that, with my shakiness in the way. Let's go. It's fairly lined up. We'll try and hit the edge with our iron. Link all those up. Clean it off and then cool it. They don't look bad, but there's definitely room to connect some with my iron. And this is where I really need to raise the temp on this Hakko so we can use the micro pencil. I don't think it's going to let us get in between there. I think that's going to be the main problem. So let me figure out how to raise this temp quick. I don't raise it often. Alright, power save, don't care about that. Buzzer. Operation. Entering the hundreds digit, press. Oh, we gotta zoom in. Heater control now begin. Data entry procedure clause. Oh, incoming. Give me a sec. fucking nuisance that this iron is. HE, SE is sensor error, HEM, we don't want all that. I just want to turn the fucking temp up, man. I don't want to adjust Fahrenheit. Display will show 4041 when spent without inserting the card. An offset value can be entered without inserting the card. So 41. Okay, how do we get that? How do we change that? Operator control setting mode. If you want to see what I'm looking at here, here's the head fuck of what you get with a Hakko. Sorry. Yeah, there's your manual. So you got to zoom in and check all the shit out. And it's pretty neat. You can enter a tip offset. You can see the actual temp, all kind of stuff. But we're done playing with that. Oh, where are we going? Back there. Let's go. Squeeze excess solder. Yes, 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 yes. Re-hot. You can't re-hot the re-hot guy. Come on. Yeah, we're gonna reheat and then press down on the chip. That way, all it gets pressed and all the what's it called? Thank you, Dreams. If you weren't here for it, or if you were and just being silent, this short, the short on this pad is gone when we pulled M92 off, the old one. So that was kind of a huge relief. And then here he is. Here's the one we pulled. We're going to set him clean out of the way so I don't look at him ever again. And we've got to re-hot and squeeze the excess solder out, and then we're going to try and get our bent conical tip underneath or in between here, which I don't think we're going to. It's probably going to yank that cap right off there. Fucking iron, man. I hate this thing. The fact that I don't use it often enough and I don't adjust the temp enough, but we'll try it. We'll try it with the micro pencil. Actually, we're not trying nothing with that yet. We need some hot air. Re-hot. Re-hot. Time to re-hot. Make sure I cook my hand right along with this thing. Alright, all the solder on the edges is molten. We just got to wait for that center. And tweezers got hot. Ooh, we need some longer ones. Alright, so we got some excess out. Let's go ahead and clear that away. I think the chip moved though. Did it? May have, maybe. It looks off center now. Great. Let's go ahead through, hit that. Throw some flux on, hit it. I gotta take off here in a couple minutes. So we're gonna see what becomes of this for right now. We do need to clear that out of there and all that blobbage. It did pull it out, but I still think these pins, it looked just misaligned, even though those pins are on there, or they're connected. It just looks way misaligned. Let me get that shit out of the way, see if we can fit this bent conical tip in there. If not, we'll put the micro pencil back on the station. It's just rough yeah, we're flirting with disaster in a lot of these areas going through here. Especially by those resistors, they heat up quick. But if you go quick, you can get past. The only one I can't really get past is that cap right there. Not with this bent conical tip. That's not a thing that's going to happen, I don't believe. Yeah, I think we're too far this way, honestly. Look at how much pad's sticking out versus how much here. Could be wrong, but I think that chip's off center. Yeah, we need to move it. There's not a hope or prayer of getting that in there. If you look at that distance-wise, that's way wrong. Yeah, you can see. I'll try and put it square, but you can actually see how offset the chip is. Get that. See how the pads are all, it's off by yay much. Like we're actually... Not that we have anything bridged, but you see how the pad's here and then it goes up and takes a little bit of a left-hand turn. I know that's blurry as shit, I'm sorry. There we go. So that chip is slightly off center. We gotta move it. Right, evaporate some of that IPA. There, it actually crept over on its own a little. Now the question is, can we sink it? We already squeezed stuff out and removed it. Let's go around the edges. Still haven't tested to see if the shorts vanished. Fuck, what am I doing? Sleep this thing quick. Let's see what kind of mess we can make with this now. One bridge. We got to disconnect those two caps there too. I don't think that'll be a good thing. And lastly, the bottom, right? Correct? All right, let's do some quick cleanup. Actually, should move it. Let's find out. Clean that up, see if it's still bridged. No. Bridge undone? Yes? No? Gone. Alright, perfect. Attached, chip centered. Not super squeezed, but centered. Let's see what happens. Did I put it on the right way? Let's question that now. I believe I did. Yes. Correct orientation. We're not missing a bunch of components. We only raked one capacitor off there, that one main big one there by itself, but we put them back. He was practicing for the long jump unknown. The fibers, the fibers. All right, let's see if our shorts returned. If so, I may have to leave there. I'll see you, check the time. All right, we got a juice meter. Not that it really is doing anything. And we have console here. And if we remember correctly, move that up so we can see it. When we touched ground, anything grounded, which that's all ground, in this pad, it was shorting. And we're now not. So, hopefully, it was just a compromised charge port and M92. And that's that. Oh goodness, what do we need to do prep wise for that? Did I already hit those ports yesterday with solder and flux? Yes, I did. We'll go ahead and what are we going to do here now? We'll redo it. We're here. We can redo it quick. I don't know. Yeah, we'll keep the micro pencil on even though we're going to have to switch to the other iron to do the legs. And go get the USB-C port. Alright, brand spanking new port. We got to tin that. Get little blobs of solder on there and get it connected to the board with some hot air. Ground or put the legs on with the big iron, and then we should be able to put it back together, I think. Yesterday was probably perhaps the single scariest experience of 2022. Not to be repeated. Man, I do not know how I feel about attempting to tin those with that knife point, but we kind of need it on there. Not watching much of this, busy in the background. Yeah, I figured. People have lives. They can't just stop everything every time somebody goes. Imagine that, stopping absolutely everything. Like when somebody is streaming, I do love to throw them on when I'm down here, whittling my way through the mountain of work that I often have. That isn't this crap. I hate the common stuff, but it pays bills. So what can you do? You know, got to do the unfavorable stuff like that nasty iPad. I hate them, but people pay to have it done. And the people especially pay to have it done is when they take it to the 1 hour place and then the screen falls back out of it. I'm gonna hopefully not mess. We already screwed it up. Let's throw a little flux on there to get solder to go where it's gonna go. Wash it out after. I got that lump of solder already there. No, you don't have to do this, yes, but we're going to. Load up the iron, hold it. Very well, tinned. Let's go. Clean it off. Grab a drink. Oh shit, I forgot to do that part. I'm gonna do that very quickly before I do this port. That way I don't forget to do it later, because I very well may. Something I just forgot to do with that stupid iPad. Well, not the iPad. The case. I already used a little bit to clean part of it. We're going to go for round 2 though. So this case had buku glass through it from the spider-webbed iPad screen. We're going to go ahead and lift all that stuff out of there. With this crap. Lots of glass in this thing. Where's the big dog? There he is. People watching his back, or people actually watching, they may be thinking, what the actual fuck, did you just laminate an iPad case? Yes I did. We're using laminate to take and pull the glass out of it because there was glass all through it. I already did it once, but this is just for good measure. So now we're going to delaminate it. Especially at the fold, we don't want it ripping anything loose. Hey, we got a couple little sparkles, so it's safe to say we got most of the glass out of that. It's like a soft leather material somewhat, or something or other. So, yeah. Definitely in need of glass removal. I'll take and hit this side quick. Alright, looks good. Let's let it sit and be ready for the iPad another day. Get back to this. This way. There we go. Alright, got that there. Now it's just a little bit of hot air between us, and, well, and a soldering iron, and freedom. Boy, we're gonna have to get that real hot and then blow that back on there. Yeah. No? Here goes. What is that noise? If you ever desperately needed a board holder, that's where I'm at with it. It's not going to grab it no matter what I do. Screw it. Let's just go for it. Tweezers, port. Where are they? Where are they? Right in front of me. The only ones I'm real worried about is the solder in those holes and the insanely hot mat that I'm that's not gonna go. Come on. Fuck's sake. You ever wanted to smash a phone? I do sometimes. I think about it. Oh, fuck. Alright, here we go. It's not nerve-wracking enough right when you're getting ready to try and drop a port onto something. And, yeah. I'm gonna get this nice and hot. And then we'll, I don't know if I can hit it from underneath. We'll scoot it to the edge and try and hit it from underneath and get it to seal the deal after we get it on. I actually could probably trying to drop it on, but I don't think it's gonna go. We'll try it. Give it one shot. I'm just trying not to cook the mat, like where I'm gonna put my hand. That's the big thing. Excuse me. Get that stuff nice and shiny. Right there, over here. I just want to get it at least placed on there. That would be amazing. Alright, we're going to take and throw some solder on them legs quick, and then we're going to, just the back ones, and then attempt to blast it with hot air from underneath. So let's, whoo! Hot tweezers, don't touch them. Let's get our, oh shit. Well, it'll at least apply solder, even if it can't get it hot enough because it's a micro pencil, it will put some on there. That's going to hold it for at least now. Micro pencil doesn't contain a lot of heat, at least not in this tip. So, kind of a curse using one, but they're for very small work. You know, not exactly ground leg tools, or ground leg, anchor leg tools. Alright, then we're going to hit a lot of hot, up, down, down. And I had it on the wrong camera. Sorry about that. Let's get distracted. Alright. Let's get a little more flux. I forgot I didn't switch cameras. So, anybody watching, I apologize. We did drop the port on there while it was hot. We kind of got a few of the legs to stick. We're going to blast it with some more heat here in a moment. We'll take the micro pencil off of here for now. It's you. Hot? Much hot? There we go. Sink that in there a little more. Alright, now the question remains, did we get all them legs to connect? Or, I know we gotta go through and do those ones. Let's just check and see if any of them connected. We did get a connection, so that solder was oh, one's loose. 2, 3, so the one's over toward the board. Well, we know we can solder those. We still have to, we're going to have to hit the underneath with hot air. Let's go across them back ones quick, clean this up, and then hit it with hot air underneath. Is this going to do a job, or is this just going to mangle it? We might be able to get through there. Not wild about it. Alright. Some fresh solder on our iron, and just drag across there quick. Probably too much. We're going to end up cleaning this up. Mark my words. Got a bridge, no bridge, a little bit on that ground, or a test pad. Shouldn't hurt it. We just killed our sticker. That's fine. Get him out of the way. Alright, so we still need to get some solder on all those. However, what I do like and don't like, you see that there? Man, that board don't look great. those pins there, you can see where some solder did connect and some didn't. So I'm betting only part of them are soldered. Man, that would be so nice. You have to clean that up. And just push solder in that way, but that's not the way it's done. But it's a thought. Alright, so we need to hit it with hot air. Hope they all connect. How can we check right now if they're all connected? I don't think they are because the top ones weren't. If they're not all connected, it won't charge both ways. Is that a true statement? I hope so. Kind of want to see if this is going to work. I'm going to have to come back and probably wrap this up later. I really got to go. But I'm at least going to plug it in and see. If I have to do more work, I do. If I don't, that's going to be amazing. Let's plug in the couple ribbon cables that we need to test charging. At least we'll throw this one in and then I can wrap it up there. I'm on the right one, yes. So we're going to take and throw in the screen. Possibly, potentially it'll go in. Maybe not today for us, maybe another day. No, it's in there. Alright, screen, the buttons, even though we really don't need the buttons, I don't know about that circuit if it's needed, but I'm just going to plug in the power and volume buttons quick while I'm here. If the ribbon will go in, it may not. It may fight the whole way. Kicking and screaming, we're going to need a backlight so we can see the little charge icon light up. And I think a battery, and that should get us. Alright, let me grab this backlight. Backlight, battery. What else do we need? Backlight, screen, battery. So multimeter now turns on. We're getting charging. Let me turn this out. So we're getting charging at least with the X side up. And with the the O side up, or D, whatever. I don't know what I drew there. I tried to draw an O, but we're getting charge on both sides now. That's a good thing. And The dock is going to have to be checked later. I got to go. I may fire the stream back up a little later. I doubt it. It'll be too late. It's probably going to be tomorrow. We have charging on both sides. That's something we didn't have. So, hurrah for that. I still have more cleanup to do on the board. I'm going to get all that flux off there because I used a metric F ton of flux. So, yeah, hurrah. We got it charging on both sides. We'll see what the verdict is once I do the full rebuild on it, man. Thank you for hanging out. Also, anybody watching this in the future, now I want to give a big, super huge shout out to, he's in the chat, one Dream Spec or Dreams PC, however you want to say that, and Uber Micro Repair, Lee, amazing people. Terrified, like I said, the scariest moment of me for 2022 for sure of me. That was insane dropping that port off there with my cheapo station. But hey, we live and learn. I thought I floated everything on the board. Apparently we didn't, but there's still more to be seen. I'll wrap this up, like I said, either record it later or come back online tomorrow with it, but I gotta go for now. Other people are waiting on me, so yeah. Thank you for joining me. Much love, people, as always. Super, super appreciated. We'll throw it up on that camera for hanging out for that junk right there. Hopefully it's not going to be junk by the time we're done with it, but I do appreciate it. We'll see you next time, people. Thank you.